Welcome everyone to a Dogwood Alliance Nature's News Desk update, where we talk about trees and why keeping our forest standing is one of the most important things we can do to solve the climate crisis. I'm your host, Adam Collette. Unfortunately, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of myths out there about how we actually protect forests. In this series, we're going to bust several of those myths. Today, we're discussing actual things that are made from trees, often referred to broadly as wood products. Our demand for wood products, particularly single-use products like paper towels and biomass that's burned in power stations, drive a huge amount of logging here in the US. In fact, did you know that the United States is the world's largest producer and consumer of wood products? And the southern United States, not some far-off rainforest, is the largest wood-producing region in the world. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Adam, I read the Lorax. I already know that toilet paper and needs come from trees, and that cutting down trees is bad for forests. Why is this a myth? The thing is, there has become a deeply rooted belief, pushed by the industry and the politicians in their pocket, that demand for wood products, aka more logging, is actually good for forests. The thing is, corporate executives just can't wait to tell you about how strong demand for wood products, more logging, somehow creates healthier forests. Tell me how this is healthy. The plain and simple fact is that industrial logging hurts forests, and the industry will do everything that they can to hide those impacts. Industrial logging kills trees, displaces wildlife, and pollutes nearby streams and rivers. To say that somehow clear-cutting a forest is good for that forest is like saying that dry land is good for fish. Let's take a moment to break down the term healthy forests. For the industrial logging industry, health seems to be measured by a forest's ability to provide wood products to a market. The more productive the forest is, the healthier it is. When in fact, important aspects of forest health are things like age, number of different species, and ability to withstand threats from natural disasters and pests. Multiple studies have found that logging is the biggest reason that forests are unhealthy. Let's list some of the facts. Log forests are younger, so they can't capture as much carbon as older trees. That means they're not doing as much work to fight climate change. Log forests actually spend 13 years as a carbon dead zone before finally storing more carbon than they're losing. After a forest is logged, if the owners replant, they usually plant with a single species of pine tree, making the forest more at risk of dying from disease and fire. Plus, it's no longer home to all those fuzzy, cute little creatures who lived there when it was a natural, biodiverse forest. Natural forests are better at soaking up floodwaters and protecting our communities from extreme storms more than plantations or agriculture. People overwhelmingly want to spend time outdoors and in forests, not in clear cuts. Finally, let's talk about creating demand. One industry representative once tried to make an analogy by saying, and I quote, "To save a fish, you need to eat a fish," which, despite being a hilarious quote full of pretzel logic, it really gives you insight into the mindset of how we value forests in the US. Sure, if you create more demand for timber, farmers may want to plant tree plantations. See our previous Nature's News Desk episode on tree planting. But this completely ignores the actual immediate impacts all that demand for timber and the associated logging is having right now on our forests, climate, and local communities. It's basically an attempt to use economic supply-demand theory to hide overconsumption and the complete commodification and degradation of the natural world. The truth is, increasing demand for wood products causes an overall decline in the ability of our forests to be a solution to the environmental crises that we face today. The belief that nature is only here for humans to use and abuse, that we're only valuing forests when they are logged and not when they are standing, is honestly the reason that we are in this climate and biodiversity crisis in the first place. The wood products industry has one true job: to sell you products made from trees. As a result, the industry pushes single-use products that are just clogging our landfills, clear-cutting more forests, and hindering us in a fight against climate change. The line from the wood products executives is tired and old. A forest growing somewhere is offsetting the harm I'm doing right here and now. The best way we can help is to ensure our politicians know the true meaning of a healthy forest, a forest safe from industrial logging. A forest that supports our wildlife, cleans our water, and protects us from the worst of storms and flooding. A forest left untouched is a forest fighting climate change. I'm Adam Klett for Dogwood Alliance's Nature's News Desk. Visit dogwoodalliance.org to find out more information. If you like this video, please like Dogwood Alliance on social media, leave us a comment, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and remember to stand for forests because forests stand for you. We'll see y'all next time.